Hey Leo, when I leaned into your energy, I got something that I very much so did not expect. Come here. Close. I don't care. That's what it was. It was this overwhelming sense of like, I'm good. I got this. Like, shit y'all have been harboring for years, things that have like stung for years. It's like, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. That's how it feels. And even if it's just this temporary thing, I couldn't do your reading until Pluto moved, because Pluto is now in your shadow for Leo suns. And for Leo risings, Pluto is now in your seventh house. And it was uncanny. Grab your shit. We got stuff to talk about. Hey Leo, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Baby, welcome to the season of I Understand. And I'm not trying, like, no shade, but like, you guys feel like a fire sign all of a sudden to me. I'm like, okay, Leo, y'all have always been the softies of the fire signs. And we love that. We need that from you. Thank you. Thank you. Someone had to do it. But the vibe was pinky out. I don't care. I'm good. We're good round these parts. All is well. Alhamdulillah. Like, mashallah. It was like, I'm still a little shooketh. Something maybe, and even if it's just for the season of Sagittarius, even if it's just temporary, I feel like you get some fucking emotional relief. Like, we good. Here for it. I love that for you. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this any leftover funky ass energy, create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. We finally in a fire season. You have Mars, granted he's gonna retrograde, but like, it's giving fire. The fire is firing Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we're here for it. Like, it's just necessary, is how this feels. Sorry, my hair is still wet. But here we go. Asking, see, in your energy already fucking with my hair. Anyway. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for all that you've done and all you're going to do. Welcoming in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Nothing came out, nothing flipped over. I so love this energy for you. I feel like you're going to get so much fucking done. Your feelings aren't getting hurt a whole bunch in Sagittarius season. It's like, I just heard unscathed. Ooh, you come out of something unscathed. Yes. Yes. Unscathed. If I didn't let my music shuffle choose the song, the reading title, that's what I would title this reading, the reading for you, or the energy for you this month. Unscathed. It's like, no sweat off my back, boo. We good. We got this. All right. Okay, and what you may be coming out of is an old, this doesn't scare me. This doesn't feel bad. Some of you, okay. first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne is your relationship to your emotions and your relationship to the old emotional cycle, or the emotional cycle that you are like stepping off of in some sort of way. I feel like first thing to be clarified in Sagittarius season is like feeling your feelings, or an outpouring of feelings, or no longer you're no longer holding back feelings, no longer trying to like play the cool person or trying to like appear like you are unscathed. You're actually going to be unscathed. This is the ending of a cycle in the realm of emotions, feelings, intuition, creativity, maybe the ending of a connection with someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like the old dreams are just like poured out in a puddle, and it's making room for new union. It's making room for new dreams. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming in. I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship or in a marriage, I feel like there's some sort of like connective conversation that's finally being had that can usher in the new cycle, usher in the new wish fulfillment. It's like the old wishes, we don't wish for that anymore. We don't want that. That old dream is dead. Now what are we going to create? Now what are we going to generate? It feels like the need to understand it takes a fuck ton of rain to get a rainbow that big. And now there's just something there about like processing all the rain, or letting it out. I feel like some of you, it's just like it's been a long time coming. There's been this new emotional cycle, and you guys are finally getting access to it, but it requires you letting go of the old dream, letting go of the old feelings, possibly letting go of an old relationship, letting go of a tether that you've had to an old relationship, or like getting out of idealism, getting more grounded, getting more rooted in reality when it comes to love and relationships. There could definitely be something around like you've been avoiding a new cycle, or there has been this profound release that finally has made room. There's room now. Please continue for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Did anything else follow? No. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Actually, I don't want to be all hunched over. Judgment, Pluto, and the Page of Swords, with the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like you are ultimately, Pluto coming into your shadow, Aquarius, is going to help you get masterful with your communication, and you being able to communicate without crying. You be able to like have confrontation without crying, or without being swayed by other people's emotions so much, or like you're able to articulate your feelings. You're able to like stand 10 toes down on business, not be swayed. I feel like there may be somebody with Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming into your life, or stepping their role up in your life. I feel like there's something about getting off the fence, making a decision, taking heed on the calling of your life. This is 20 and this is 10. And so there is this huge leap from like an emotional outpour. Okay, some of you have been just clinging to your dream. This is what I want. And the divine's like, no, but this is what you're going to have. This is what we're going towards. And you're like, no, no, that's not what we're doing. And then now I feel like there's that tug of war between you, your plans, and God's plans. We know who won. And the divine is like, you've got to get off the fence. You've got to make a decision. There's rebirth at hand. There is a new calling. You're being called in new directions. And in this new direction, you will be communicating differently. You will be communicating more effectively. I feel like some of you are really being called to pursue these ideas. You've had some really good ideas. It may be about teaching. It may be about technology. It could be about like engineering, or speaking, or orating, or something of that nature, using your voice possibly. I just feel like some of you have been really afraid to go after what you've desired, even though the divine has called you to it, and you're moving towards this place of calling. There is no avoiding the trumpet of truth that has sounded in your life, the writing that's on the wall, no longer ignoring the cracks in a foundation, no longer fighting to keep something together that obviously the divine can't the divine isn't allowing to stay together. I feel like there's a lot of like it's almost like a, remember what I said, nothing hurts anymore, I feel kind of free. It's just like certain aspects of yourself have shed. You have shed a layer. You have something in you has died. And I don't feel like that's negative, actually. It feels like positive. It feels like um, renewal. There could be some confrontations that happen. And I feel like you stand on business. You say what you need to say finally. And if you are afraid that you can't, I feel like the divine's going to empower you to really communicate effectively. There is something though about taking the high road. Don't be petty. You can still be direct without being a dick. You can still, you can still be direct without being a dick. You don't have to be sharp. You don't have to be cold. I feel like you can be your vulnerable self, but also articulate everything that it is that you're needing to say without fear of hurting someone's feelings or what other people are going to think about you. Because that's what it always is when it comes to your energy, Leo. Y'all care way too fucking much about what other people think or about how other people are going to perceive you in some sort of way. And I feel like that little like thing in your mind, I want to say the glitch, like that glitch that's happening, I feel like that's being rectified. There's just something here about like, oh, I got this one life to live in this one beautiful body. We about to do this. Fully fucking send. And I love it. If some of you are being called to get more active on social media, some of you are being called to advertise more on social media. Some of you, you have a calling on your life and it's time to start doing research. It's time to start educating yourself. It's time to start writing about it, writing out a plan, writing out your ideas, like putting the fantasy into form somehow, into something tangible. I feel like whatever it is that you need to say, that you need to get off your chest, you need to do that shit in Sagittarius season as soon as possible. ASAP. ASAP. You need to say what you need to say. And some of y'all are saying some shit with your chest, and I'm fucking proud of you. I'm genuinely fucking proud of you. Go for it. Final two cards, final two messages, please, for Leo. Sun, moon, and rising. There may be some people bringing you the smoke. There could be people bringing confrontation to you. And the center of the season has to do with Page of Swords. You have to take the high road. Don't be petty. When they go low, we go high, whatever. There's just something about like, you need to show up like controlled. And I don't think that's something you're going to have to fake. I feel like you will be able to show up controlled, content, knowing that God got you, knowing that the universe has your fucking back. But I do feel like it's really important to say less and observe more this season, to listen. The divine like them a little baby that can listen. Please hydrate. I don't know. Did I pray? I did. Okay. I feel like also there's something about this season where it's like there could be new certificates, new education, new information, new skill sets you're acquiring, new philosophies, an update to your mind, an update to the way that you speak, an update in the way that you use your mind or use your logic. Where there was so much heart applied to something, now you're able to have a healthier balance of heart and logic, intuition and logic, emotions and logic. Final two cards, final two messages for Leo. Sun, moon, and rising for Sagittarius season 2020 for the motherfucker. Guess what it is. Ah! Pluto in Aquarius across from you. For those of you who are Leo risings, that means you have Aquarius in the 7th house. And I do feel like your approach to relationships is going to completely shift over the next, 15, 20 years. I feel like a lot of you are getting what you actually want, getting what you actually deserve. You're being guided right to it. So that's why there's something about surrendering to the truth, surrendering to the tug, the call that you're feeling towards something. And it doesn't feel childish, it doesn't feel immature. It feels like something, or it's almost like you're developing. That's what I meant to say earlier. It's like it's time to get more conversational with the God of your understanding. It's time to have more like just regular conversations with God. You know, you having, you know, I like to say God, source, spirit, the universe, whatever name you give them. It's time to just get more conversational. And in you getting more conversational, I feel like it's going to be easier for you to surrender and for you to be led. Because the thing is, you getting more conversational with the divine and with your higher self puts you in this position where you're going to be able to get way more intimate. And the more intimacy that you create with the God of your understanding, the easier it is for you to surrender to the fucking plan, for you to go with the flow, for you to be led to your fated event. Because the thing is, with the star out, anything is possible. There's fucking magic flowing all around you, baby. There's just something about you using your words, you like really allowing yourself to be poured into, allowing yourself to be guided, allowing yourself to get grounded in reality, not in what your sweet angel baby heart wants things to be, accepting what actually is and allowing yourself to be guided, surrendering to good health, surrendering to wealth, surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to your dreams, to this wish fulfillment. But the thing is also, do your actions match your ambitions? If you keep saying that you want this thing, what have you been doing on the day-to-day, like mundane physical realm level to acquire said dream? Because I do feel like it's not just going to fall in your lap. You know, your ruling planet is the sun, and it's really important, you know, for Leo suns at least. The sun is bringing in a new understanding while he's in Sagittarius. So that's why I feel like your relationship to your thoughts is going to really be impactful. And I don't feel like that I don't care equated to numbness. It just feels like I feel kind of free. I'm free of something. I'm free of something that's been holding my mind back, or something that's been a thorn in my side, or something that has hurt. It's been an argument, or like negative, like hurtful words that were said to you. The like, especially if it involves somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, maybe Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio too. I just feel like there's this fucking rebirth, baby, and you're being like Lord, like it's like the ever elusive dangling carrot is just leading you. Final card, final message, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Nice. Oh, all of these are great. The Temperance card, which will be the final card, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, but originally the Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Cups. Either way, things are changing. You are in a place where like you've needed a lot of recovery, recovery from things that have thrown you for a loop, recovering from cosmic rerouting, maybe even recovering from somebody with Pisces or Sagittarius placements. But I just feel like all of this is happening so that you can be more comfortable being in your heart, be more comfortable being in your feelings, and understanding that it's leading you somewhere very great, somewhere it's leading you towards the crown that you're supposed to be wearing as a Leo. And so the Wheel of Fortune is going on the bottom of the deck. I did say this, I think. Be sure to check out the Sagittarius season astrology video that has all the important astrological transit dates that you need to pay attention to. This is one of the best readings of the season so far. So I'm very excited to clarify that over on Patreon. We're going to clarify all these cards, go a little bit deeper. There's all kinds of astrological content over there. There's a tier for daily readings as well. So check out patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below, so definitely check that shit out. Now, let me zoom out for a second. So we have 3 major arcana that have come out. That's quite a bit. So I do feel like this is a this is a turning point. This is a new season. We are now, as of today, entered the age of Aquarius. And it's funny, it said 1919 on the clock when I looked at that. And today is the 19th. And I feel like your relationship to symbolism, your relationship, maybe even developing a new relationship with numerology, symbolism, the subconscious mind. There's something here about you studying. Some of you may be going back to school or getting a new certification or getting something that is going to enhance your education or your skill set in some sort of way. I just feel like there's a lot of fated events that are happening in Sagittarius season for you. So come what may, God got you. Come what may, it's happening for you. And diving a little bit into the plunge though, but just because I love you, come what may, you're moving towards stability, towards establishing yourself, feeling fucking self-made, and the pace of life finally picking up. I showed you because I loved you. Normally I say that for Patreon. But there's 3 major arcana. So judgment, in the beginning of Sagittarius season, there's something about acknowledging an outpouring of emotion, letting go of old dreams, and being called to new ones, being called to exercising something in you that has atrophied or that has died, rebuilding something that has, atrophied or died within you. And I feel like for some of you, that's your connection to logic or like seeing things for what they actually are. The center of the reading being the Page of Cups, I do feel like there's someone new or some kind of new thought process, hobby, idea that feels like aha. Like there's like this aha moment and you're being guided to this place of expansion, relief, balance, clarity. You just got to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it is. Okay, for those of you who are dealing with people that have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, there is a need for an emotional outpouring. There's a need for a conversation. I would really suggest trying to not be hyper emotional during this conversation. I would really suggest to kind of sticking to the facts, but finding a way to express yourself where you say everything that you need to say, but it doesn't need to be like you being all hyphy. It doesn't need to be you being like screaming or yelling. It doesn't have to go there. If you're dealing with somebody with Scorpio placements, they have something to tell you. They will be bringing you maybe some smoke or a deep truth. But either way, there is expansion. There's so many cards. There's 3 cards that have Judgment has wings. The Temperance card, the wings are even bigger. The Wheel of Fortune, every corner has wings. Underneath that, the Ace of Cups, the dove with the wings. There's just something. And it doesn't hurt anymore. I feel kind of free. The wings are giving freedom, babe. I just feel like there's freedom, there's expansion, there's movement. It's just so like things are working out for you. You need to make sure that you feel as lucky as you actually are. If you're dealing with somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like be sure to speak to them logically. Talk to me nice, I just heard. There's also, I feel like good ideas to be, or lots of messages, powerful truths being spoken this season, especially with people with air placements. If you're dealing with somebody with Aquarius placements, same thing. I just feel like there's so many like powerful conversations that need to happen. If you're dealing with somebody with Sagittarius placements, there could be just something about like recovery. They're in recovery, you're in recovery. There's something about cleaning out, like cleaning out the contents of, you know, your heart, getting really clear about like what's really going on. Some of you may have been recovering from somebody that has that's an extreme taker, you know, where you are the heart, you be given all the time. And I just feel like now it's time to understand that the counterbalance will be coming in. I'm ready to clarify these cards. This is fucking insane. And I'm so proud of you. I just feel like y'all need to hear that. I don't know if you hear it enough, but I feel like I'm proud of you and what you're doing, how you're handling things. You're doing the best that your sweet angel baby heart can do, and you need to just let yourself be authentic. That's what I was going to say earlier. When it comes to Leo energy, the obstacle is always authenticity. Y'all be caring too much about about what y'all care too much about what other people think about you, and then you want to conceal so you can try to look cool or act cool, and you just don't need to anymore. You feel kind of free, and I'm excited for the freedom that's coming spiritually, emotionally, creatively, professionally. This is a turning point. This is a big change in season for you. So let's go clarify these cards. I hope to see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Remember, the links are in the description box below. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.